Hello everyone, welcome once again. Today I will talk more about Lizkook, remember you of some old hints, and analyzing Lisa feat. Rosalia's new single, New Woman. New Woman was a song that talked about, mainly, the big step of Lisa leaving YG and being able to stay true to herself, building a new image. She talks about the pressure of K-pop and the pressure in the industry, especially when we talk about woman. But, even having that main focus, we can see that Lisa putted a lot of references of Lizkook in the MV, but why? Well, maybe because when we talk about the biggest pressure in K-pop we automatically think about the no relationships rule. So it makes sense that in an MV where she talks about her difficulties in the industry, she talks about the relationship that she had for years and can't reveal it for the public. So let's analyze the main hints that we can see in this new single. First we have the necklace that Lisa wears in the first scene of the MV, a heart necklace for lovers, the same as the one that Jungkook wore, although they are from different brands. Next we have the colors, first the golden dress. And the iconic purple, gold, and baby blue, which reminds us of this promotional photo that Jungkook took. This was even a Lizkook hint, because before he had taken a similar photo, and in this one none of these colors were used, but specifically for an album that talks about Lizkook's love story, it only has these three specific colors that only Lisa uses in her MVs too.
My favorite colors are purple and yellow. Aside from yellow, what color do you like second best? So hard. I want to say sky blue. I like baby blue these days. I think it's very cute color.
And then we have in the lyrics Lisa specifically saying, purple into gold, while being credited in the composition of this song as a writer. She says, pain has come and gone again. Walked through that fire. These phrases represent that Lisa lived moments of pain and sadness because of Lizkook's relationship and the reality of K-pop and both companies. However, they, together, walked through that fire and difficulties and managed to overcome them and rediscover each other. Even in the MV scene, we can see the purple and gold, and in the middle Lisa appears with an outfit like a crow, in black, representing the various factors that tried to kill the relationship, not only the fans, the companies, and even the Saesiings. Here again the purple wall, while Lisa, making references to the difficulties of her days as an idol to present herself as perfect. Relate this scene to Jungkook's famous song, 3D, where Lisa appears printing photos of herself going from 3D to 2D. In the next scene we see Lisa representing the problem of Saesiings, where she is observed everywhere. And then, for a few seconds, a scene appears of a woman and a man exchanging affection under the table. The sequence of the scenes is interesting, taking into account Lizkook, because of the Saesiings, they were never able to demonstrate these affections above the table, that is, in public, and only under the covers, under the table. Also in the MV, we have the reference of the eye, a symbol that Jungkook makes reference to, and the biggest hint that made many start shipping Lizkook, Jungkook's eye tattoo that many, correctly, matched to Lisa's eye. She even has a scene, of brief seconds, where an eye appears, the left eye, the one that Jungkook also had tattooed on his arm. And above it someone appears passing a brush with ink, something that could represent the Jungkook tattooing Lisa's eye and the hate he received. Then we have the reference to the old cell phones. This is because of the Saesiings and hackers that constantly torment idols' privacy, as happened with Jennie in the past. Many of them use these older cell phones to establish contact with each other and thus be more difficult to discover. In the image, two cell phones appear, one for Lisa and the other for her boyfriend, Jungkook, on fire, something that could represent that, after some time, they would have to destroy the cell phones and the possible evidence. In addition, there is a scene where one of these cell phones says, "Hang in there baby," something that seems like a message from someone far away that tells Lisa to wait for him while he is away, something that makes sense since Jungkook is now in the military. Remembering that in Standing Next to You, Jungkook says we'll survive the test of time. I promise I'll be right here. Again we have the colors yellow and purple, not only on the walls that appear behind Rosalia and Lisa, but also on the flowers that appear in a scene of both of them. And of course I have a theory for this too, involving the song Standing Next to You, which I have already analyzed on my channel previously. Let's take a look at my analysis.
Jungkook and the girl wear black, which, by the use explicit of devil wings, from Jungkook's perspective, black here would mean the temptation that is often led by the devil, which tries to lead us to our desires without thinking about the consequences of that actions. In the first scenes, we can see by both faces expressions that both were feeling something very intense. That explains the heavy makeup the girl is wearing and black leather, which is something that bring a heavy and intense aura. But then we have the second phase, and the most difficult, when they both started meeting at awards shows, and later having to come out to both companies. Here we see that the girl begins to have some moments in which she wears black and white, demonstrating her insecurity and fear of being in a company that had explicit rules against dating, when she at the same time wanted to be in this relationship. Her makeup when she wears white is super light, giving a soft aura, like she is a fragile girl, something we can see through the very delicate touch that Jungkook makes when he caresses her cheek. Jungkook, on the other hand, stays with the black with rigid movements and intense facial expressions, with a fierce look. And finally, the last phase would be after all the storm, that is, currently, where both are determined to continue, regardless of other people's opinions, their relationship. Hence the use of black again. Jungkook continues, while the girl's 100% return to black means that YG's or haters' opinions no longer affect her. Something that perfectly corresponds to Lisa's mentality, who, despite the criticism, decided to participate in Crazy Horse, focusing on what makes her happy. Hence the last scene is an intense look between the two, with both wearing black.
And after that video we can understand why they are using the colors black and white. Notice that Lisa is using white, exactly like the girl of Jungkook's MV. And then there is a color shift where white turns to black, another reference to Lisa's transformation during Lizkook's relationship.
Here we see that the girl begins to have some moments in which she wears black and white, demonstrating her insecurity and fear of being in a company that had explicit rules against dating, when she at the same time wanted to be in this relationship.
Finally, we have a hint that again involves something written in the background of the MV. Previously, we had Lisa writing Lizkook for Lisa's MV, and now a new woman, we have, on the wall that appears behind Lisa, written JK, exactly the same as the signature that Jungkook uses. Interestingly, a rumor recently emerged that Jungkook had the same signature tattooed, but why would he tattoo his signature? Maybe because the way he writes it we can see that while it could refer to JK, his name, the K is written in a way that looks like an L. The combination of Lisa and Jungkook's initials. Finally, we have the hairstyle that Lisa wore in the MV, which is very similar to the hairstyle that Jungkook had a few months ago. Thanks for watching another video. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and leave a positive comment.
Bye,
everyone.